What's good, everybody? Nobody's in right now. It's all good. You know what? I ain't gonna have time later in the week to talk about the tank fight. I'm a little tired, man. I ain't been sleeping that well. What's good with you? Yup, bud, gonna stop Canelo. I like that. What up, man? Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. I just wanted to tap in real quick. That tank fight this weekend, man, and regardless of what anybody think of the fight or whatnot, man, I'm definitely gonna be watching. Uh, Tank is one of those guys you just gotta see. He's like a Inoue or a Crawford, Canelo. You gotta see him fight. Doesn't matter who he faces. You can say whatever you want to say about Tank, but the dude knows how to perform inside that ring. So I'll be watching. I ain't watching that shit. I'll send you the link. If you would you watch if I send you the link? I'll send you a link. Nah, you're not fan 69, man. Come on, man. Hey, look, I'm watching it. I'm watching it. Um, I think it's a decent fight. I think it's solid. I think it's a solid fight for sure. It's a solid fight. If you didn't know, Roach fought as high as 100 and Roach fought as high as 140 pounds. His first professional fight was at 140. Yeah, I didn't know that. Slightly taller than Tank. On a little orange, I think he got like 1 inch on him. I just actually finished my little write up I do for .com. I just finished that, so got a little research on both these guys. You know, but yeah, I looked him up. He 140. He fought as high as 140. Then he slowly started to drop weight, got down to 130. Roach got a lot of experience from facing what's his name, Jamel Herring. Developing some experience from that venture. I noticed that in that Jamel Herring fight, he wasn't as defensively sound as he is now, and he didn't seem to be too comfortable with fighting inside the pocket. Now he seems like he's kind of honed that ability to fight a little bit better inside the pocket. Where I see him actually getting beat, to be honest with you, is because he's starting to stand his ground a little bit more. He got a couple of knockouts out of his last 6 fights. He's been able to accumulate 6 knockdowns since his loss to Herring. 6 knockdowns, a couple of stoppages with body shots. So he feeling himself a bit. He feeling that he got the power to hurt Tank. Although he's not a big puncher, he's a sharp puncher. So he's going to depend mainly on timing. He's going to try to catch Tank on his way in. He knows Tank's going to be aggressive. And the 2 punches that I see that he's going to be looking to land, of course, is the right hand against the southpaw, but also he got a good left hook. And he positions his foot either on the outside to have lead foot dominance or on the inside, where he'll have a little bit more leverage on the inside to be able to land that shot. But that punch there, and then I think the looping right hand too, and he has a nice little bolo, and he tends to lunge with he better not lunge with that right hand, that straight right hand, because if he lunge, he gonna get lifted up with that uppercut from Tank. But those are the shots that I see him having, a little success with if he can time it perfectly. But for the most part, I think that Tank's speed, to be honest with you, I'll start reading some of these comments right in a little bit, but I'm just gonna elaborate a little bit on the fight. But I think that Tank's, hand speed, explosiveness, Tank's IQ. Um, I think eventually, and just the slow, steady pressure he's gonna put on Roach. It's gonna slowly start to break him down, man. He gonna catch him. Shit, I think of it like heating up a hot pocket. You ever heat up a hot pocket? It's cold. You put it in that little box. You put it inside the microwave. And it starts to warm up. And then next you know it starts to bubble a little bit, and then it kind of spills out. When the time is right, kind of spills out the sides. That's how I see this fight happening. I see it starting real slow because both fighters are technical fighters. Both guys are boxers first. So they're gonna be disciplined, and they're not gonna be looking to make too many mistakes. So they're gonna be looking at each other. A lot of time posing in front of each other. Looking to see who's gonna make what move and seeing if they can react and counter. So I think it's gonna be a slow pace type of fight to begin with, and then start slowly. I say after four, it's gonna start heating up. Tank gonna start putting more and more pressure on him, and he's either gonna have to move or he gonna have to fight. And I know as of late, Roach has been choosing to fight. And if you know anything about Roach's defensive system, yeah, he uses and relies on reflexes. Any fighter that relies on reflexes, guys, to slip shots and catch, and shoot, bro, and you want to do that against a puncher, bro, you taking a risk. You're probably taking a risk that you probably going to regret later, because if you miss time one of them shots coming from Tank, if Tank can touch you, it's night night. And I just see it happening. I really do. It's gonna be a left hand. It's gonna be a left hand. I don't know if it's gonna be an uppercut or a looping left, but I see a left hand landing for Tank, man, and it's gonna be all she wrote. Once he gets you hurt, it's gonna be a wrap. He's one of the best finishers in the game, just like Inoue, just like Crawford. He gonna finish you off. Um, but I am definitely watching. Let me read some of these comments real quick, man. All right, what's up, Tim? I said Desert Storm in the building. What's good? The real, the real in the back. Yeah, is back. The real is back. You already know what it is. I appreciate you, no doubt. Tim, what's going on? All right, I ain't watching that shit. Desert. Come on, man, watch it. Tank 7th round. Oh, Tank gonna stop him. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I'm tuning in. Okay, I got Tank by knockout too. Not paying the 69.99. I hear you on that. Yeah, this is gonna be the easiest fight of Tanks till that date. Easiest fight? I don't think it's gonna be the easiest fight. I really don't. Nah, because Tank's gonna have to respect. He gonna have to respect them, because like anybody that has, like, if you know somebody, like if you get in the ring with a fighter that has like a high IQ, and just his movements alone and the way he go about his business inside the ring and his patience, though, that tends to kind of like slow you down a bit. I don't think Tank just gonna run in there and I know he gonna feel brave, but it's a time to get brave. You got to let him wear down a little bit, let wear off some of that energy, and then you can go in there for the kill when the time is right. And don't nobody do it better than Tank. Tank has mastered that, man. He knows exactly what makes Tank so damn good. It's not his power, it's not his speed, it's not his timing. For me, it's his patience and his intelligence. He's smart fighter, extremely smart. You know, that's what makes him extremely dangerous, because things start to slow down for you when you're able to relax, when you're able to be patient, when you're able to, play defense, and you see, and he's studying you as he's being patient, and playing defense, playing not possum, just playing defense, and he's constantly putting that pressure on you. So he's forcing you to punch, forcing you to react to his presence right in front of you. And sooner or later, once he gets your timing down, and once he figures out your patterns, because he will figure you out, because he's smart and he patient. And most fighters, a lot of fighters are not patient, man. They're not as patient as Tank. They're not as patient as a Shakur Stevenson. They're not as patient as a Crawford, where they can stay laser focused in on the action. You know, he's gonna be studying, he's gonna watch you, and he's gonna set you up. If you go back and watch his fight against Frank, it was a feint. There's like a video that was spiraling around. It was a feint that he threw, and Tank kind of just laughed when he threw the feint at him, and he put that guard up like that, man. Tank laughed because he took a picture. He was just like, "Oh, okay, all right, yeah, I got you, no problem, my boy. I know what you're gonna do next." And then he lifted his ass up with that uppercut, and it was a wrap. This is Tim. I think top fighters are actually shying away from Tank, except maybe Shakur. All right, Shakur wants that smoke, man. Shakur was sharp in his last fight. He was extremely sharp. I expect him to be that way. Shakur didn't feel threatened by the power coming from I don't even shit. I forgot his name, Padley. Yeah, he didn't feel. I mean, the dude had 5 knockouts. You always want to respect anybody getting in the ring with you. However, the dude only had 5 knockouts, and Shakur didn't feel spooked. So Shakur let his hands go a little bit more. Um, But he did look sharp. He did look real sharp. He got back on his jab finally, had a sharp, hard, stiff jab. His combinations put together. He did look a little stiff to me in spots though. It seemed like he's like, I don't know if he's lifting weights. I'm not sure what it is, but he did look a little stiff to me when he was letting his punches go, and it seemed like he was trying to hit hard. So when you try to hit hard, man, you're not gonna hit hard. You got to let your body do its work. Shakur is trying to hit hard, and I think that's gonna be a downfall of his. Don't need to try to hit hard. Just let them shits go. You know what I'm saying? And fully committing to your punches. So Shakur is a defensive minded fighter first. He's defense first. That's just how he is. I know some of the guys or some of the people don't respect his skill set and what he brings in the ring, but I respect it. I think he's highly talented. He's one of the best fighters in this world. He's pound for pound for a reason. And you can call him boring, call him whatever you want, man, out there. But shit, Shakur gonna go all the way to the bank, and he gonna have all his faculties, and he keep fighting the way he's fighting, and he's gonna retire with a whole lot of money and a whole lot of wins. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna have most of his faculties upstairs. So, I ain't mad at him. Shakur, keep doing your thing, man. Keep doing your thing. Rather they gonna hate on you, they gonna love you. It don't matter. I'm just letting you know. Just keep doing you, bro. Cause trust me, man. At the end of the day, when you sitting at home and you can barely talk, and your wife is there, or maybe she left you because now she don't even want to deal with you now, man. It's something it's tough to deal with, you know. And you can quickly run out of your money trying to take care of yourself. So look, take care of yours, man, and let all the noise, Shakur, let the noise go by the wayside, man. Just keep doing you, and that's my tip to him. But yeah, I like look, and I personally think the Tank and Shakur fight, because we ask for these fights, these big fights, because we want to see who the best is, because we diehards. We want to see who the best is, regardless, right? But I really do think that fight's going to be boring. I don't see that fight being really interesting at all. Not unless Tank again catches him, and I think that's the only suspense that I have is like, what if Tank lands? What if Tank lands? You know what I'm saying? If Tank lands, we ain't never seen Shakur hurt or any kind of desperate situation. So it's like that is the only thing that like, okay, I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? I want to see if Tank can land that kill shot on Shakur. I don't know what y'all think, chat, but what do you think? You think Tank can land it? You know, Tank's been able to land on everybody else, bro. Shoot, 28 has failed. What 30 has failed? 30 gonna be 31 Saturday. Gonna be 31 because if Tank can touch you, it's night night. Let's go. Yeah, Ryo is on the card. You know what, Ryo? Damn, I hope Ryo look good, man. Look, he had a perfect opponent in front of him, man. His last fight, man. And he boxed well. I didn't think Ryo can stay disciplined. He stayed disciplined, man. He boxed his ass off, and I gotta give him props. And I told him to his face, I was like, bro, I didn't think you was gonna beat Buddy. I didn't. I thought you was gonna get drug into a dog fight, and then you was gonna get in there and just, go punch for punch, like he usually do, and you're gonna get caught and you're gonna get knocked the hell out. But I'm like, he boxed well, so and he up against who? He up against the lefty. What's the boy name? I forget his name. Let me see. What's that boy name he fought? Shoot, he wanted the Russells, right? Yeah, he wanted the Russells. Yeah, that's a good little test. Russell coming back. It's been a while since his loss, but yeah, that's a really good test. He fighting a guy that can punch and can box too, man. So it's gonna be real interesting to see what Russell shows up. I was real high on Russell, man. Real high on him. Let's go, champ. Let's see, Danny. Oh, what's up, Danny? What's up with you, my boy? Yeah. All right, D. All right, D. Who would let's see. Yes. Who would you have winning, Parker or Usyk? Um, you got a favorite Usyk in that fight. However, I like the Parker fight because this is a smaller heavyweight, and Parker got quick hands. He got good punching power, as you can see. He knocked out the boogeyman, in the division. So, you got to favor Usyk though, man. You got to favor him to just his technical ability. But I wouldn't count out Parker at all. I think that we haven't seen Usyk in the ring with a guy that can move just as skillful as he is. Parker got some moves, man. He's a good boxer, good counterpuncher, good off the back foot, can fight, can fight inside the pocket, and he got some quick hands too. And right now he's full of confidence. I think he's earned his right to fight Usyk next. He's been doing his job inside that ring. However, Kabayel he's done his thing too. Kabayel is shit. He knocked out Big Bang. That was impressive. I thought Kabayel and I think what's say and Parker were the two most I would say most entertaining fights of the night for me. I think that Kabayel, I think he leapfrogged, a lot of people in the division. I think he's a top heavyweight out there, but especially by beating Zhang. And shit, and the way he did it, he stopped his big ass. I was like, damn. I mean, he stepped to him. So what he did was, if you pressure Big Bang, if you pressure him, what happens is that he started to put his hands in his pocket. That's what happens with him. Puts his hands in his pocket. He stops punching. He starts defending more. Offense can be defense because your opposition is gonna have to defend. He either gonna have to get out of the hell out of the way, or he's gonna have to block shots. So with that being said, Zhang being as big as he is, he gonna stand there most of the time and just cover up. And he got beat down to that body, that large body. And Caballero, showed good hand speed, showed that he can take a punch. Although he did go down, he still got up. He showed his grit, and he followed the game plan. And that was to stay close, pressure, get inside the punching power. You can get inside of the punching power. If he would have stayed outside and get caught, with that straight left hand, then he's in harm's way. So it was a smart move, great game plan, shifting game plan from the first round. After that first round was a fill out round for Parker. That's what it was. It was a fill out round. He moved around a whole hell of a lot, and I was just like, I hope that's not his game plan. And then all of a sudden he shifted and was like, okay, I can deal with that power. I'm okay. I'm gonna go in the inside and I'm gonna start my attacking this guy. And it was a smart move for him by him and his team. So let's see, Ryo. Yeah, Ryo and Russell's gonna be a really good fight, man. I'm looking forward to that fight. He ain't got no power to keep Tank off of him. Yeah, Tank gonna steamroll him. Shakur beats the brace off Tank though. Look, man, look, if you gonna bet on if that fight was to happen, Tank and Shakur, I think the perfect bet would be Shakur on points if it goes to the decision, and Tank by knockout. I think that makes sense. Just leverage it with that, because I can see both ways, and I can see Tank coming forward and being aggressive and trying to force Shakur to make him fight, cutting off the ring, letting his hands go. And yeah, Shakur don't have much to keep him up off of him, but I think Shakur got enough power to gain some sort of respect. But I hear you on that, man. I see flaws in both fighters, man, that they can take advantage of, but that's a hell of a fight. Let me see. Tank will stop Shakur. Yeah, look, man. Look, the Shakur that I just saw recently, although he looked sharp, man, I, it, man, I look, I can see that too, man. I can see that too. Tank ain't stopping nobody. That's gonna give him real smoke. Okay, yeah. All right. I'm a new immigrant mother, and I am rebuilding my life. I said your support on my channel allows me to continue to create. Okay, I don't know what that means. I'm not sure, but I'm sorry. Let me see. I don't know who you are. Um, let's see. Keyshawn and Teo. Who wins it in your opinion? Oh, I got Keyshawn Davis. I think Keyshawn Davis is probably one of the most skilled fighters of today. I think Crawford is the most skillful, of course, but I think Keyshawn is right there up there with him, just needing more experience. And as he gains more experience now that he's a champion, that's definitely going to increase his confidence, and it should improve his overall training regimen, his focus, his dedication to his craft. Now having his newborn baby, that's added fuel to him as well. Keyshawn, I think his last couple of performances right there alone, he's been elevating his game, and you see it in his performances. Before, he wasn't knocking these guys out, and as he continues to go up and fight better competition, now he's starting to stop these guys. So I know T.O. has a ton of experience, at the highest level. I know he's faced, Taylor, and I understand that he's faced Lomachenko, but I mean, I don't know what T.O. is waiting on. I think he's just getting dirty and dusty, sitting back, just talking all this trash and not in the ring fighting. So I think right now is the perfect time. If anybody want to take out T.O., it's the perfect time. I know the guy stays in shape. He's constantly training. You can see it in his body. However, ring rust is ring rust. And I personally, I like the longer, more pause. Gotta say that boxer type, lean body, good punching power, great timing. I love Keyshawn's control too on the inside. I think he can fight off the back foot as well. A lot of controls on the inside, strong body puncher. He can do a little bit of everything, and he does it damn good. So I would say Keyshawn Davis would beat T.O., and I just think he's fundamentally better. I think T.O. is special because he has those fast twitch muscles, and he does have punching power too. He's special in that way, but he has a lack of fundamentals. He does. He doesn't always use his jab. He doesn't always slide in and out the right way. Like, he takes chances, and it's based on his athleticism that he brings into the ring. So he can be creative, yeah. However, shit, you got to be technically sound against a guy like Keyshawn Davis. So I got Keyshawn Davis. If they were to fight tomorrow, I got Keyshawn Davis beating T.O. Go ahead and let him know that. Let's see, Tank genders. I don't know what that means. Who you think Tank can gonna call out? I don't know. I don't think Tank's gonna call anybody out. I don't see Tank calling anybody out. When you the big dog, you don't have to call nobody out. They call you out. So regardless what you say, Tank is the big dog at 135. He's the money guy. And he's considered the number one fighter at 135. So and not fighting anybody. So, that's what everybody's saying. However, look, he's the number one guy. He ain't calling nobody out. People call him out. I think it's going to be really true for the Tank is avoided at 135 and 140. He can fight Stanionis, and Stanionis upset Boots. What I think is he ain't fighting no Stanionis. Tank ain't going to no 47. He ain't going to no 47. Nope, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Nah, he's not gonna fight Stanionis. For what? Gonna call out Keyshawn. I don't know. I don't know. Look, if he calls out, if Shakur fight gonna happen, it's not gonna be on Turkey card. I know that. Uh, I mean, Tank's gonna want a lot of money. Shakur's gonna want a lot of money. I mean, Turkey has the money to be able to pay both of them, but I don't think Tank gonna go over there on Turkey's card. I don't think he wants to do that. Especially after all the criticism that Turkey is going through right now, as far as that a lot of people feel that his influenced the judges on some particular fights, and I think one was I think it was that Shiraz fight. Going back and watching that, it was that Shiraz fight. So I think that could play. Let's see, Tank is gonna stomp that, yeah. But sending Crawford back to nah, y'all crazy, to Europe. Tank ain't fighting no Keyshawn. Stop it. Tank ain't fighting no champions at 135. Look, we gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see. Tank gonna call out anyway. Yep. that's highly likely. That's highly likely. I wouldn't mind seeing it though. I ain't gonna lie. I know I'm weird. I wouldn't mind seeing it. Both them little guys, man, going at it. Hell yeah. Yup. That's a fantasy fight for me. Tank gonna stop Roach to the body. Could, could. Roach is a good body puncher too. You know, nobody's really went down to Tank's body. You know, shoot, when you go down to the body, you expose your head, so you got to be perfect. Tank is laser with those straight shots, man, especially up top. So, see, Canelo may be a converted Muslim. That's hilarious. All right, hold on. Let me see what these super chats is all about, man. What's going on, Brandon? What's going on, man? I appreciate the super chat. It says Shakur has to be next if Tank wins. I mean, you look, we can see boxing. You already know boxing has no schedule. Boxing has no standards. You make the rules as you go, and the rules are different for everybody. You know, and that's just it. So, I mean, in a perfect world, you know, of sports, yes, that it should automatically happen, right? But this, you know, we just never know. You know, it's all created like today is one thing, tomorrow's is a different thing. It's just we just don't know. But yeah, I do feel the same way you feel, Brandon. I feel the same way, bro. It should be that, and I appreciate the $2, my dog. Appreciate you, bro. Um, Matt, what's going on with you, man? For me, Tank needs to take out Roach in 3 rounds or less just to make that statement that he's that guy. Uh, 3 rounds or less? I mean, look, if he stops him in 3 rounds, if he stops him in 4 rounds, I mean, it don't really matter. I mean, look, Tank is he likes to he don't mind playing with his food. He don't mind doing that. I mean, Tank's a power puncher. I get it. You have expectations, Matt. I understand, and the quicker the better. But you know, it doesn't matter. I just, you know, if he looks good and he knocks him out and he looks good doing it, then that's just what it is. You know, Shakur, a lot of people are saying that Shakur, why it would take him so long to get this guy up out of there. You know, this guy was on last minute replacement, so on and so forth. But Shakur is not, it doesn't have, he's not a punching power like that. You know, Shakur ain't thudding like that. But, you know, why don't you give Shakur credit for just stopping the dude to begin with? Because, you know, Shakur don't really stop guys like that, man. I mean, the last fighter he stopped was Yoshino. I think it was, yeah. Yoshino was the last guy he stopped, the Japanese fighter. He stopped him, you know, and looks spectacular doing it. But you know, a lot of people have downplayed that and said that he didn't have a whole lot of experience. So look, Shakur has been out of the ring for some time. I'm not making excuses for him. I'm just saying, I'm just the reality. The fact that been out of the ring sometimes, suffering hand problems, still suffering hand problems, suffered a hand problem in the fight, still found a way to get this dude up out of there, beat him down to the body, something that I didn't expect, and he got the dub, you know, at the last minute replacement, who was just tough, who was just a tough guy. So not watching much film, not training for the specific guy, you know, I don't care what his record says, I don't care what he's rated. This dude got 2 fists, and he in there was trying real hard to knock Shakur's head off with the little power that he do got. So look, he got the job done. He got the dub. Whether he stopped him in the first round or the last round, for me, it don't matter. He got him up out of there. So I'll go back and read some of these comments real quick. Let me see them some of these super chats. No doubt. Uh Salute. Thanks for the hey man. I appreciate the $2, man. I appreciate the $2, man. Salute to the Desert Storm. I appreciate you, big dog. Man, do solo. Man, do solo. Praise, appreciate you, man. Thank you for the $2, bro. All right, Superstar Will, appreciate you. It says, Desert, why Calvin ain't with Tank in this one? You know what? I was trying to do some research on that. I have no idea. You know, I was trying to do some research. I don't know so I'm not gonna make anything up. Um, they had a falling out. I don't know what it entails. I have no clue, but I know he's with Barry Hunter, and I think their styles mesh very well. Barry Hunter, he's he likes he likes technical fighters. Um, he likes the sweet science too. It's a combination of having having a technical ability inside the ring, behind good balance, solid fundamentals, and he likes guys that work their butt off. I don't know if you've seen the videos of Tank working out and training and stuff, man. Like, Tank gonna be in tremendous shape for this fight, man. And that's one thing when your technical ability don't carry you through, or your skill set don't carry you through. If your power doesn't carry you through, guess what? Your conditioning, your stamina gonna have to carry you through, and you're gonna have to work hard. So I like the marriage between these two guys. I like his approach too. He's very calm demeanor. Something that Tank, obviously likes. And I think they're gonna do good things together, man. I really do. But we shall see. We shall see what happens. I think it's a good thing though. I don't think it's a bad thing. Although I did like Calvin Ford. I thought he was great for Tank. Worked with him his entire career, man. Let me see what else we got out there. Man, Solo, appreciate you, man. What do I think about Kabayel? Kabayel, I think I answered this, man. Dang, this car getting real close, man. Okay, he realized. Yeah, man, Solo. You know what? He Kabayel is he's like, for me, he's like another, like a Parker, man. Smaller bits, tad bit smaller heavyweight. Got some good hand speed, great placement. He understands tactics and strategy. And he's great at executing. Excellent executing. Believes in his chin as well. Um, uh, he seems like he's trained extremely well. Like he seems like he's smart, very intelligent inside the ring. Picks his shots extremely well. Well placed shots. And he's confident. He's real confident. Look, fighters don't only fight as well as their confidence, man. They really do. And he seems like a type of guy that um, can endure whatever's needed to get the job done. He's one of those determined guys. You know, um, so I think it's gonna be tough to beat him. He went down. Think about that. He went down. He went down, and he got up, and he still fought like a bat out of hell, and he still was able to hold it together. So I respect guys like that, man, and get knocked on their behind and still get up and follow the game plan and still execute the way he did. So I think he's going to be a world champion. I don't know if he's going to beat Usyk. However, when Usyk retires, I think we're going to be saying Kabayel's name in the near future as a heavyweight champion. I think he's that guy. Yep. And he's German too. So it's interesting, man. Not a whole lot of yeah. You know what? Damn, there were some German heavyweights back then, way back in the days. I'm trying to remember some names. Shoot, I'll be thinking about that. There were some German heavyweights back then, bro. Absolutely. Matt, my issue with Cabello is that he gets dropped by a guy who's too old to be a finisher. If he fought Dubois and he dropped him, he stops him 100%. You think so? You think so? Hey, Matt, hey, look, you might be right. You might be right, but I don't know. I don't think so. I really don't think so. Like, look, when you get dropped, what I'm looking for is survival tactics. That's what I'm looking for. Survival tactics. A lot of these guys, they just want to fight, fight, fight. A lot of these guys are not prepared if they were to get knocked down. You fight and you react how you train. You always need to train for knockdowns. You need to understand how to react. You don't think the military, as soon as somebody starts to shoot, you don't think they drop low. You don't think all that is all trained? Like, everything that they do is all trained for worst case scenarios. So being a fighter in combat, no, you don't want to get knocked on your behind. You want to try to avoid that. However, you got to train for that, and you got to prepare for that. And let me give you an example of someone that was ready for that.
You know, if you go back and you watch Abdullah Mason fight, he was ready. You know, I asked him and his coach, his father. They were ready. They knew it was a possibility it was going to happen someday. And the way he reacted, I thought it was fantastic. He felt that he wasn't extremely hurt. It was a flash knockdown, in his opinion. He stepped to Buddy. He he caught him. He dropped him. The Buddy got up. However, still inexperienced. You know, still young. Still learning. Only 20 years old. You know, you need to understand that a hurt fighter is still a dangerous fighter. You know, but he got that. He got that lesson that night. As he was trying to finish him, he gets caught with another left hook and he goes down again. But then he gets back up. He composes himself. You know, he's good. He finishes that round and he comes out and he knocks Buddy out. So like Kabayel, he seems like that type of guy, man. That's ready. You know, and you might if he gets knocked on his behind. Yeah, Dubois is a pretty damn good finisher, but he can. I think he has the ability to knock Dubois on his behind too. You know, and I think Parker has the ability to knock Dubois on his behind too. Like Dubois, to me, just like I saw in Joshua, technical flaws, I see the same stuff in Dubois, although he is tough and he hits hard, you know, and, you know, he seems like to be a front runner. You know, he likes to get out to a fast start, put you on the back foot, and he likes to, you know, show his presence early. Like, I'm going to be the dominant one inside this ring. But he has some technical flaws that a smart heavyweight can take advantage of. And I think that Caballero can take advantage of a lot of the holes that I see in his game that need to be improved. So, look, don't let one fight hype you up about a particular fighter. Like I thought that knockout was great too. I thought that knockout was fantastic against Joshua. But before that, I still see some habits that can be exposed, you know, and Dubois. So I'm just saying, you know, not saying you're wrong, big dog. Not saying you're wrong, Matt, but I'm just saying that's your opinion. I respect it, big dog. All right, so we got that out the way. All right. Oh shoot, got another super chat here. Uh, all right. Tiaga, what's going on? All right, appreciate you. Let me see what's going on. Let's see. Hey Tim, what do you think about Rohan Polanka? You think he can beat Brian Norman? Hmm. That's a hell of a fight. I think it's a hell of a fight. I really do. I like Polanco. I like Polanco. I like him. I enjoy his confidence. When I look at him, I'm like, this is a guy that knows what he wants, knows where he's going, and he's not gonna do it. He's gonna do everything he can to get there. Um, I like his skill set. He has tremendous punching power in both hands. What else? Um, he's great defensively. You know, he relies heavy on the shoulder roll and that Mayweather stance. I did tell him in the fighter meetings that he keeps his chin up a little bit too much for my liking. And, you know, one day he gonna misjudge one of those shots and he gonna get caught and he gonna go down, you know. And so he respect what I said and he said he's gonna work on it. And, you know, but nobody's been able to even come close to cracking that code. You know, competition definitely has to step up for him. I feel he's knocking out everything they putting in front of him. When you think he's going to be in a challenging match, he's not, and he makes it look easy. So I don't know. I don't know how good he is. You know, until I see him in a more challenging setting, then I can really assess him. But as of right now, he looks like he has the goods, and he's promising. Um, and Norman Jr., you know, we can look back at his last couple of performances, but that performance that he had against Santiago was A1. That was A1. And he's the type of guy that gets uplifted when all the doubters, when all the hates, like he likes guys, he likes people hating on him. That's what turns him up. That's what makes him, that's what turns him into a beast. And he showed it against Santillan. So I think it'll be a great fight. I think it'll be an excellent fight. And he's a world champion now. So again, that confidence he's exuding now, he's probably working harder because once you get that strap, you want to hold on to it. You want to hold on to that strap, and so you work harder, you train harder, you believe in yourself even more. And now you got something to defend, and you start to defend it like it's your child. And that's your mindset you got to have. So Norman, it's not going to be easy to just strip that title from Norman. Like Norman is tightening up everything. His defense, his offense, he's getting better as we speak. And I can't wait. As long as his hands is healthy, I think he's going to be all right. But, not having healthy hands, these are your breadwinners. These things got to be healthy. And fighters need to start taking care of their hands a lot better, man. Like at the end of my career, what I did was I started, and I should have been doing it at the beginning of my career, kind of like LeBron. LeBron preserved his body very well because he takes care of it, right? The therapy that he does, spend $1 million. You heard that before. However, like, start icing your hands after practice. Like, I see a lot of videos of guys training, ice your hands. I don't care if they hurt or not. Ice your knees, ice your shoulders. You know what I mean? If you're working out and you're in this area is feeling real tight and sore, ice it. Drop some ice on it. Do some heat therapy. You know, uh, soaking Epsom salt and minerals, and you got to start taking care of your body now. Even though you're young and you feel like you can go on forever, that body will slowly start to break down on you. So aid it as young as 20 years old. Start aiding it, and taking care of it, and your body will get accustomed to that. And I think it definitely add to your longevity in the sport. So, but I appreciate the $5 there. Thank you so much, Jocelyn. Thank you. Appreciate you. Um, let's go. That funk tapas. Let's go. I see you. I see you. Thanks for the $5. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, dude. I don't always agree with you, but I think you legit speak your mind. Yeah, I do legit speak my mind. I always watch your fights. Dang, props to Desert Storm. Hey, thank you. Yes, I do. I do speak my mind, man. And look, I see these guys on a daily. I see. Well, when I'm out traveling and I'm commentating fights, I see all these fighters. They all come up to me. They all come up to me. They feel some type of way about what I say about them, like, and they have every right to feel whatever they feel, about what I say. And the first thing I ask them is what I said was what I said. Is it true? That's the first thing to ask. Is it true? And 9 times out of 10 they say, yeah, I didn't think about it like that. I'm just like, is it true? I was like, dude, I'm trying to help you, you know. And it's one thing to, how can I put this? If I didn't care, I wouldn't say it. And people misconstrue that. You know, if I didn't care, like if I care something about my kids, right? If they're doing something not supposed to, I'm going to tell them. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna say, hey, stop doing that. Hey, stop doing this. Hey, stop doing that. I'm gonna say that because I care. So like when I say things, I say it out of love. Now, it's not, maybe it's how I say it because I'm just blunt, but I mean no kind of harm when I do say it or when I do criticize a fighter. And I also give you praise too. I give you both. I try to balance it out by giving you the good and also some bad that you can just improve on. No one's perfect. Everybody has flaws. I have flaws. I'm not perfect on the commentary. I have good days. I have bad days. That's everybody, and everyone's quick to tell me that. And I hear it. and I want to improve, and I want to get better. So just don't think that I'm the only one that dish it. Look, I hear it too, and I got to deal with it myself, and I'm okay with dealing with it. You know, that's just it. All right, got another super chat here, man. Thanks for this. Hey, Pyre, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the $5, man. Which active fighter do you have the most respect for? Like a boxer who fought the best. Active fighter, like a box. So, like right now, the most active fighter right now for me, right now, who fought the best. There's an active fighter right now that I truly respect. I like the way he's moving. He hasn't been able to fight the best just yet, and for me, that's Abdullah Mason. I just like his approach to the game. It's not necessarily his fighting style, although the kid is fire. And I can't wait to see him step up in competition because I really want to see what he can do. But his mindset, I love his mindset. I like the way he's approaching the game. Like when I look at him, I go, damn, like I wish every young fighter behaved this way because he answers all the questions the right way. He's like, yo, the only people that I won't fight in this game is my brothers, my blood brothers. But I can be your friend and I can still knock you the hell out. Like that is tight. That's something different. So I respect guys like that in the game. I like guys like Inoue. I respect guys like let's see, Bivol and Better Biev. I respect those guys. Who else? Crawford. I respect him as well. You know, Crawford hasn't had the opportunities that a lot of these other guys have had. A lot of these other guys, they can play the game because they become household names and they can play the game and they can pick and choose who they want to face. Crawford, on the other hand, was in a situation years ago where he re-signed with Top Rank and he got X'd out of negotiations to be able to face any of the guys over at PBC. However, like you can say that's his fault, but it isn't. Because if you really look at it and really pay attention, how long did it take Crawford to even get that Earl Spence fight, even though he wasn't with Top Rank? It took some time for them to even sit down and really negotiate and get that fight done. It took time, So he didn't get to fight the Thurmans of the world and the Garcias of the world, and all those guys. He fought Sean Porter. He fought Amir Khan and fought all these other guys. However, like he didn't get those guys when they were in their absolute prime. So I would have wished he would have got that, but it didn't. It was just politics in the game. But I like Crawford because he wants to face the best, and that's it. And you can call Canelo fight a money grab or whatever you want to call it. Call it whatever you want to call it. But I'm telling you right now, it's more than that. This fight is more than that because the fact that he didn't get all those fights that I just mentioned, you know, this right here will solidify him as one of the greatest if he beats Canelo Alvarez. And he's willing to take that challenge because he's willing to prove to not only himself, but he's willing to prove to the fans out there, the ones that are the doubters out there that saying he can't do it, go up 2-3 weight classes and face the guy, a pound for pound guy in Canelo Alvarez, who's a legend in the sport, man. Number one, number two, depending on how you have him in Mexican history, as one of the best Mexican fighters of all time. So he beats that guy. You can't say nothing. You can't say anything. You know, pin drop. That's what that is. Pin drop. So Crawford, I respect him. I respect him for even stepping out of his comfort zone and taking on the challenge where, even the odds I thought was gonna be a lot wider than what they are. A lot wider than what they are. And obviously the odds makers, they believe that Crawford can do something against Canelo. So we'll see. We'll see. I think he can too. But again, you still got to get in there and prove it. And that's what I like about Crawford. He's willing to get in there and prove it. So that's just what it is. All right. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate you. You think Carlos Adames won the fight? Yes, I thought Carlos Adames won the fight. Absolutely, absolutely. Yep. Jocelyn, hey, Jocelyn, I really appreciate you. Yes, I really do think that he won the fight. I thought that he got I thought that he got jobbed. I really do. I thought he got jobbed. You know, I think Shiraz had a hand injury. Found out later about the hand injury, but even with the hand injury, when it's your moment, you got to do what you got to do. I remember when I had a rib, I got my rib broken in the second round, and it was either quit or fight, and I fought, because it's about winning. You got to win at all costs. Ain't no going back to the locker room. Ain't no patching this up. Ain't no taking no injection. None of that. You got to deal with the pain at hand. It doesn't matter. That's the gladiator sport, boxing. So he should have stepped on the gas. If Shiraz really wanted to win that fight, you know, the hand is already broke or the hand is already injured. You got to use it and you got to deal with the pain. I remember when I got my eye socket broken, I still was in there fighting, and every punch that I got hit with, it hurt like hell. But I still had to deal with it, and I still was attempting to win at all costs. It's just a difference of determination. That's what the difference is: determination and the will to win, and the willing to do whatever it takes to win the fights. So every fighter, they have their own threshold, their own pain threshold, and they have their own reasons of doing things. For me, it was life and death. It's just about being the greatest person, the greatest fighter that I can be. And just showing not only myself, but showing also the world. I personally, that's how I think. I think that, like, hey, it's my obligation to show everybody, what I'm made of. And that's just my mindset. That was my mindset to the game. Show how great I am. Let me see what else we got. But some guys are not like that, man. Jess, I appreciate the $2, man. I appreciate you, man. Uh, who you got? Bivol versus Better BF. Who? I mean, Benavidez. Excuse me. Damn. Oh, I like both of them. And the easiest pick is Bivol. That's the easiest pick. Especially after facing. Look, he faced the Terminator, dude, and he was able to figure out a recipe to be able to beat the Terminator, to outsmart the Terminator. So, like, you gotta pick him to win the fight. But I do like Benavidez. I do like his chances. I do like the fact that he has good hand speed, good IQ, decent power. Good body puncher. Uh, I like his approach to every single fight too. So that's a hell of a fight. I wouldn't mind seeing it, people. I wouldn't mind seeing it. Of course, I think Bivol be the favorite, but shit, I wouldn't count out Benavidez. He can put a little pressure on you. Uh, I think he might has the longer reach of the two. Um, he's not the better boxer, that's for damn sure. He's not, but he has his ways of getting to his opposition with his pressure. Um, he don't have to get up close to you to pressure you. He can actually pressure you just with his jab and his combinations from the outside, and constantly pressing forward on you. He can get you in other ways other than where Better BF has to get close. He likes to get in mid range to be able to land his shots. So, but yeah, I would say Bivol right off the top, but I gotta see it. I gotta see that. Attorney, what's going on, Attorney Bailey? I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the super pat. Japanese fighters taking over. Hell yeah, they are. Uh huh. Exciting. Jamel Miller, if he's in shape, he's the best skilled. Not to be in condition. Yeah, he's not that good in conditioning. He's not. U.S. boxers need to fight more. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. Jamel Miller, I'm not a big fan. To be honest with you, not a big fan. Jamel Miller, not a big fan of just guys that abuse the sport. I feel like he definitely has abused the sport, man. You talking about Big Baby Miller, right? And we talking about the same person? Cause yeah, yeah, I'm not cool. All right, Southpaw Star TV already exposed you. I like Southpaw TV. I don't care if he exposed me. And the reason, and see, look, a lot of people. What's up, baby? And I'm gonna get off real quick. But a lot of people see what I like about Southpaw TV is that he says his truth. Loves Tank, but he sticks with his truth. And I like people that just speak their truth, and don't always go with the crowd, who's gutsy to stand on their own 2 feet, regardless if someone, you know, uh, believes in what they're saying or not. This guy is gutsy. He's witty in the way he presents his information. I just get a kick out of his stuff that he says. I don't believe everything he says at all. Like, I don't believe it. And he knows that. But it's just funny to me the way he presents it. And it just makes me laugh because it just cracks me up. Because I'm just like, I'm like, what the hell? How he put that together, and I just think it's interesting. It's fascinating at times to hear his opinion on certain topics and certain fighters in the game. So that's just it. That's my take on Southpaw TV. If he talks about me, it's all good. It doesn't matter, man. I don't get my panties in a bunch when people talk about me. I really don't. That's the one thing about me. Say what you want, say what you please. Hey, it's your opinion. So, Jocelyn, I appreciate the super chat, $5 again, no doubt. Happy. It says happy for my Dominican fighter. Yeah. They all will be on the top. Yep, top rank. Yep, they're gonna be on the top ranks. You ain't lying on that. Uh-huh. Yep. Oh, Cedeno is a fire. He's fire too. Yeah, Cedeno is. Yep. Santana, he's fire. Elvis, fire. Yep. Dude, you know what? To be honest with you, they do, man. Dominican boxing is they getting real good. They do got a nice handful of guys that are looking really spicy. I'm not gonna lie to you, for real. Solid. And they all can punch. All these guys can punch too. Yeah, you right on that. Absolutely. I like what I see. David, I appreciate the super chat, man. I thought Madrimov looked terrible again. I thought he looked terrible as hell too. I was like, what the hell is he jumping around like a jelly bean for? I was like, is this dude, what the hell is what is Madrimov doing? This ain't Dancing with the Stars. What is he do? He was jumping around the ring, hippity hopping everywhere. I was just like, yo, what are those moves for, bro? Like, what are you trying to do? Look, I was confused. I was just like, yo, this dude is supposed to be scary. This dude's supposed to be the best 154 pounder. This dude supposedly challenged Terrence Crawford. Like, I'm just like, where did that guy go? It was like he didn't believe in himself. I'm like, yo, what's really going on with Madrimov? And what was up with that game plan? Yeah, it was shameful. He did better coming forward than he did when he was moving around and trying to outbox this guy. He did better coming forward. So yeah, I agree with you 1000%. Terrible performance. Terrible performance. And I knew he was gonna get tired. I was sitting there listening to the commentator. I was like, yo, this dude gonna get tired, man. Ain't no way you can move around like that for 12 rounds. All that movement for no damn reason. So, yep, he said Shiraz won 4 rounds max. Yeah, he didn't do much at all. He didn't do much at all. Shiraz just jab, 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 and occasional right hand. That was it. And I was just like, dude, where's the uppercut? Where's the body shots you like to throw? Put your combination together, kid. Like, believe in yourself. I felt like Shiraz did not believe in himself. Straight up. But you have to believe in those moments. You have to believe in yourself. This is your opportunity. You can't let it slip away. Like, this is what you've been working towards. All the people that's believed in you, and you don't believe in yourself in the moment of truth? Come on, man. Right there, man. Heart. Mind. The mind. Go for it. Take your chance. It's your time. Take your chance. It's an opportunity. But yeah, Jerry, I appreciate you, Jerry, no doubt. And yo, I gotta dip on out after this last super chat. Thanks for the $5. I appreciate you. I always love your commentary during top rank fight. Hey, I appreciate that, man. For real. That means a lot, man. Look, y'all don't even know, man. Look, I'm not saying I'm the best. I'll tell you this. I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm not saying I'm the worst. But I'll just tell you this. You're gonna get my honesty, you're gonna get the real from me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna try to deliver it the best way I can. Another thing is that I work my ass off. Like if you see me and when I first started doing commentary and you see me now, you be like, yo, those two different guys. You know what I'm saying? So like I take my job seriously and I take every position that I am, like anything that I do, I try to do it at my very absolute best. I seriously do. I study boxing on a daily. I just started writing 4 years ago. Now I'm writing columns for ESPN. I'm literally writing columns. I don't get paid for writing columns, but I write them because I enjoy writing them, and I just want to learn and I just want to get better at things, and that's just it. So I'm always challenging myself, doing new things, trying new things. I study different commentary out there on the daily, from basketball commentary to football commentary, just to see how their presentation is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you the truth right now. Commentary and just TV and television, it's just character. You just have to be yourself. That's it. You don't have to be no one else. So like if anybody's ever inspired to be on TV, you just be you. Be who you are. And that's it. Speak the way you speak. Be who you are. And that's what they want from you. They don't want you to be, this person or that person or Roy or this person. Nah, be you. And I'm me on television. So, and that's just what it is. So, but I appreciate everybody tonight, man. I appreciate you. Terrence, I appreciate you, man. Tim, love watching your career and your commentary even. And when I disagree, yeah, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. What do you think of let's see, Ernesto Mercado? Hey, Ernesto Mercado, I like him. Yeah. That young man can fight. He can fight. Uh, Good hand speed, great counterpunching ability. I love his feet too. Great balance. You know, Defensively, the one thing that I don't like, he carries that lead hand low. Like I know it's to entice, I get it, but you got to be careful because you cannot you depend on your reflexes a little bit too much. I know he's young. He gonna get clipped with a right hand, and it's not gonna be good for him. I see a right hand clipping him. So every now and then pick that left hand up. You know what I'm saying? Defend this side. If he wants to drop it here and there to entice a right hand and he wants to slip it and counter it, that's great. That's fantastic. But him as a young fighter, I love his nature. I love what he brings inside the ring. Combinations behind speed and power. Good defensive responsibility he brings into the ring as well. I like him. I like him. And he's gutsy. He's calling out Shakur. He's calling out everybody. He wants all the smoke. So, again, we need more guys like these young guys, because these young guys like Abdullah and him, they cut from the old school cloth. And we need more guys like that. Not this new school where I just want to do it for the money. I don't love boxing. No, we don't need those guys. We need guys that want to do it for the sport, because if you do it for the sport, the money gonna be there. If you're fighting the best, the money's gonna be there. If you're beating the best, the money's gonna be there. So that's just it. Yeah, so I like him. Jess, what's up, man? I appreciate you again, man. What's up, Tim? Uh it says, would you still give Canelo a chance versus Benavidez or Bivol at 175? Yes, I will give Canelo a chance. Yes, I will, against both those guys at 175. Absolutely. Um, Canelo again, and I give him a chance against Crawford too. Come on, dude. Like, guys, I say what I say. I believe what I say, but at the same time, I'm no fool. Like, I believe that Crawford can beat Canelo. I truly believe he has the ability to do it. I really do. He got to get in there. He got to go in there and he got to box a great ass fight to beat Canelo. And I think he will. Because I know his nature. I know how he is. This dude would rather die than lose. You know what I mean? And if anybody that's willing to take that leap, hey, I'm supporting. And I know him. I've personally been in the ring with him. So I know him personally, firsthand. So yes. But yeah, Canelo, yes, I do. I think Benavidez will be extremely challenging for Canelo. Um, Still at 175. However, Canelo's a good boxer, tremendous boxer, man. You know, and I just think that I think he's a lot better technically sound than Benavidez. I really do, and I think that he can take advantage of certain areas if he watches film. You know, I don't know how great Reynoso is at watching film. I really don't know. You know, however, yeah, I think he'll do well. But as far as Bivol goes, I don't know. I don't know. Bivol, nah, that's not a good match. That's not a great style matchup for him, man. Not at all. Bivol just no, it's not a good style matchup. Good hand speed, great strategist, combinations, punching. He's already dealt with the boogeyman. I I got Bivol if they fought at 175, absolutely. But I wouldn't mind seeing Canelo go in there though. I wouldn't. All right, one more, and I gotta get up out, man. I gotta get up out. Let's see, Quiet Monster emerging. Yeah, Najee Lopez. Ah, yeah. You know what? I like Najee. I like Najee. I do. I do like Najee, man. Najee is definitely representing. Definitely representing. He is a he is a technical boxer puncher. You know, likes to come behind a good jab, good stiff jab. You could tell he likes to fight, but you know his trainer, I can tell he's trying to tame him. He's trying to calm him. You know, he's trying to get him to set up his offense. You know, just don't rush in there. Just don't throw caution to the wind. No, we want to set up our opposition. We don't want to waste a whole lot of shots. We want to be precise with our attacks. You know, we want to be able to preserve some of our energy just in case. You know, and I just like the way he's going about his business inside the ring. He looks like he can punch hard with both hands. He does. Good inside fighter as well. You know, you want a fighter that can adapt inside the ring. So, and you want a fighter to be slightly tested too along the way. You know, it's like you can have a couple of easy ones, but then you got to have a test, and then you might have another couple of steps, and then you got to have a test. Like when you it's just like school. It's just you gotta always have tests. You know, you're going to be challenged a little bit, have that test. All right, a little bit less challenged, but then you have another test. You know, and I feel like Najee has been elevating, especially on Pro Box, because they don't play on Pro Box. When you go to Pro Box, you're gonna be fighting on Pro Box. It's not gonna be easy. They gonna put you in a fight on Pro Box. And so I think he's been challenged and he's grown from that. And it's going to make him a better fighter. Every time he steps up and he faces a top guy, he's going to become a better, stronger fighter. But Najee, yes, he is a sleeper, man. You ain't lying, attorney. I got you. You ain't lying. Yup. That's for damn sure. All right, Free. What's going on, Free Smoke? I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the $5, man. Thank you so much. Hey, and I gotta dip on out, man. I appreciate y'all. Daughter's done with practice. Even with the whole campaign against him, Tank still breaks gate revenue records. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look. You ain't lying on that. PBC, Al Heyman, Floyd Mayweather back then, they built a hell of a brand in Tank Davis. They have. And he attracts casuals. As you know, casual fans, there's more casual fans than there are diehard boxing fans. And Tank captures the minds of these casual fans with his not only his size and persona, but his knockouts, man. His knockouts. That's what attracts the people. And I know there's other guys out there that knock guys out, like Crawford knock guys out, and there's been other guys that knock guys out, but they don't get the attention that Tank gets. It's just it's something that can't be fabricated at all. You either have it or you don't. It's called the it factor. Some people are just attracted to certain people. It can be their looks. It can be the way they talk. It can be the way they walk. I don't know what it is, but Tank, he has that it factor, and I think it goes past even just his knockouts. I think it's a combination of everything that he brings. So I can't put my finger on it what it is, but damn it, people, they just love to watch Tank. So you're right about that, big dog. Well, anyways, hey, I appreciate y'all, man. That's my time. Thank you, man. Hey, all the super chats. Yo, hit the subscribe button, yo, for real. Hey, I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to hit all all your you know, comments and stuff, man. I really wanted, man, my time is very limited, and I just try to squeeze in things and just, just so I can, holla at y'all for a little bit, man. But for real, I really do appreciate y'all all, man. Thank you so much. Hey, talk to y'all later. Peace. Y'all already know what it is. I'm out.